Well, hello there and welcome. Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the astrological influences, and we'll draw some cards and things for the week of the 8th to the 15th. And I'd have a little bit of an overlap, and I forgot to say on the last video that with the planetary energies, please allow a day either side with what I say, because I'm in Brisbane and it's different time lags. It allows us for all different time zones all over the world. And so I did mention on the 8th with the last video that we had the sun meeting up with Venus, which is in retrograde, and they're in Capricorn. And these is going to have us feeling very sociable and connecting with other people. And connecting with other people is the best way to sort of, it's that time of year to do that, although it can be difficult times as well, because we're in a pandemic. But connecting with other people through our electronic media is going to be very helpful, whichever way we can. So checking in, are you okay, linking up with people you haven't talked to for a while, and that is wonderful, because that will just help with the energies of what we are experiencing, over the next week or so. Mercury in Aquarius has been in shadow now, and it is getting that time where we sort of feel that we need to, things getting ready for when it will station. And when it's in that shadow, there's still that sort of energy of influencing how we think, and a lot of our thinking or overthinking can be happening with that. And so it's really good to take time out when you need to do that. So go with the flow with everything. So looking at around the 9th, wherever you are in the world, we have the first quarter moon in Aries. And that moon is when it looks like it's a half moon in the sky, and it's going from the new moon to the full moon. And it can have you sort of thinking, what were you doing when you set your intentions? Because just remember, no matter when we set rules or goals and things like that, they are there to be sort of tweaked, revisioned, reimagined along the way, because nothing is set in stone. And we could have some distractions happening, as I said, with that Mercury going on. So you can make you feel that your resolve's being tested at this time with distraction. So you can find yourself reviewing, revisualizing, and creating something different, and to get your head back into that. This is the card I had representing it, which is the Page of Wands, which to me reflects the moon in Aries, which is coming up. And here we are looking, well, I set, this is our goal, our intention of what we want to do, and some things may have sprouted already, but is it what I wanted, and is it the way I wanted, you wanted it to go? And maybe it needs looking at that, and is that right, and how will I get that getting the way I want it? So I feel what comes through with that is perhaps you might find yourself wanting to do a revision board to get, not a revision board, well, a vision board, revisioning what you wanted to do, or looking at your revision board to get your head in the right space with this for what you're wanting to have happen. And isn't he, that's the beautiful card. And you'll get messages through him of how you want it to be with that. We have on the 10th the Sun in Capricorn sextiling Neptune in Pisces. So there's a lot of creativity on one level, but fog on the other level, and energies that can have us nurturing our plans and what we want to do things, and lots of intuition coming through over this time. Because with sex, I know I use the word sextile, it's a little bit of jargon, but it's actually just things flowing and going along one way or another. It's a nice energy to be around, but it can be, if you're wanting to sort of get gung-ho with what you want to achieve, it can feel, well, why am I feeling so sort of lackadaisy with it? But that's what that energy is doing. So just trust yourself and know that you're where you're meant to be, and right at this moment, and that's what will help. On the 11th, we have Mars coming into the scene. He's in Sagittarius, and he's wanting to go. And he is squaring this Neptune. He's challenging it. He's saying, well, you can't be sort of daydreaming around and doing this. I want things to move forward and take action do things better. And we also have to consider getting that's good, because he's helping that Mercury shadow time of saying, come on, yes, you're doing that and you're daydreaming a little bit because you're revisioning and imagining, but if you have something that needs to be in order, you need to get that in order, because that's what his message is with that. So maybe there's paperwork that's urgent that needs to be attended to or something and needs to be addressed, and they draw on that Mars energy and determination to get that done before Mercury goes station and then starts retrograding back. I wasn't going to talk a lot about Mercury, and because I sort of was reflecting and revisioning myself and thinking, well, over the years Mercury's never been earth-shattering for me. It's just been, Mercury's retrograde. It's not sort of, the Earth's opening up like in a sort of cartoon sort of thing. I've been watching a lot of Marvel cartoons with my grandson. I sort of think, whoa. But lo and behold, I thought, the energy said, well, I'll show you. And the minute that I had that thought, the next couple of hours, I went in to do some work, and my whole computer system has died, and I'm wanting a new computer system, and I've ordered it, and it won't be ready till next Thursday. So there you have it. Just don't know, but it's making me adjust and use different technology, which is mercurial, and getting through it. And so it's not such a bad thing. Maybe it just sort of, I'm doing something I wouldn't have done before. I've got this old laptop up from goodness knows when. I feel like I'm in some movie where those end of world movies that come and survivors are there and they find all this old equipment and they've got to plug in some antiquated thing to get it going. Well, it's a little bit like that, but you're glad, because that's what sort of gets you through to the next step. And so not such a bad thing. So I'm being challenged, and it's really good. So getting back to this now, with that, we don't have to rush things. You can draw and use Mars's energy in Sagittarius to help with your resolve of what you want to do. You might find you're wanting to download the energy of what he wants to get things moving, but move at your pace and go with the flow and stay with your intuition, because yes, you're going to get that energy and drive, but take it step by step how you want, because you will get there that way. We also have on the 12th to 13th, the moon moves into the sign of Gemini, and that can also have a lot of mental exhaustion between the Mercury shadow and all this thinking and revisioning, and Neptune having a bit sort of dreamy 1 minute and foggy, and then Mars sort of saying, now come on, pull your socks up, you said you're going to go out and do this, now you better get to done, and now I've got to get that done before this happens, because if I don't get that paperwork signed, that will put me back. So there's a lot going on for people, and you could find once the moon moves into Gemini that mental exhaustion can catch up with you, and that will be a good time to take on with the Four of Swords with that energy, and sort of think, line all the things up with the Mercury and what you need to do, and then be ready, because you will find that you are downloading lots of information at this time as part of going back to the moon in Aries, connecting with the plans that you made in the new moon of what you wanted to get done, and then having to revise, reflect, tweak whatever it is you need to do. And you'll find that you're going to get some intuitive downloading coming from the universe to let you know what it is you need to do, and just sort of take that time out to get that on board. Because what we have here with these wonderful, when Mercury stations, we get these new updates. It's at all to stand still on one level, but it gives you a time to sort of get that sort of your head in the right place, if you like, of where it is you're going, and also with your soul, what it is you're going to be doing. And just expect you're going to get some of those aha moments and think, oh, that's it, that's the way I'm going to do it now, because I thought that would work this way, but I never thought of that. And you think, thank you, universe, you've given me this new direction to take it and tweak what it is you're wanting to do. Because on the 15th, Mercury in Aquarius appears to travel backwards for about 20 days. And so just expect some changes with that, but you work through it. And sometimes, as I said, what's happened with me in the shadow of Mercury, it is there could be disruptions, but sometimes those disruptions lead you to different things or new challenges, and you end up achieving things that you never thought you would achieve. So it's a time to up your mentalness, reflect, review, and if you need to, rewrite your plan. So I've also got the Oracle cards here from the Greenwich Oracle from Sherilyn Darcy, which is such a lovely energy of these cards. And I just sort of thought I'll pull a couple of cards with that. And what will help us get through the moon in Aries. And here we have attraction. It's a beautiful card, and it's got the Libra sign there. So maybe talk to people and get someone else's advice. Use your pendulum and use your intuition and divine what's going to help with you to do that as part of your revisioning plan, and that way you can sort of line things up and think of the power of 3 with that. We also have what will be helping us with the Mercury energy, or the Mars energy. We'll do the Mars energy first, so I'll just reshuffle that because I've sort of got a download happening there. No, Mars. And our tarot card with that is don't be overloaded by it. Don't let it do you in, because Mars is there, but it's there to help. You don't have to sort of be though thwarted by it, and don't let it wear you out. And to help you do that is the card of longevity. How beautiful is that? It's the chrysanthemum, and it's all about time. Draw into the angel of time for a longevity, and also get your and chew into what maybe you've done in a life or a past life or something like that, with the Scorpio sign there as well. And that, don't worry, you have the staying power with this card, and reflect that yes, things take time. There is no rush. Yes, it's wonderful to have that determination energy, but I also will take it at my pace. Thank you very much with that. And so with that, we have the moon in Gemini, and what can help us with that? Oh, cards fell on the floor. Oh, here we go. So thinking about what we have when we're feeling that exhaustion, take that time out and don't, with that overload, go, oh, and then reflect on what we do have and go with the flow of it, because it's a bridge to what it is that you need with that. If you're feeling a little bit overloaded with that Gemini moon, that mental exhaustion can be too much. It's like, oh, the head's full, the cup's full, it's tipping over. I need some time out with that. And using the wonderful Oracle card with that, we have lemon, which is the beautiful cleansing. And there's nothing like, I used to use in my therapy sessions, often I would burn lemon oil in an oil diffuser because it gave clarity and clear thinking, and it was lovely, fresh, and it's got the Gemini sign there to sort of help you. Well, if you're thinking that the moon in Gemini is just that sort of a bit too much think, lemon will clear your head with that. And I mean, even just thinking about lemons, you sort of feel that sense of clarity and optimism with that. It's just really beautiful. And then finally, as Mercury stations, and you're going to get these new updates coming through, we have temperance here, and you're going to find a way to balance, and it's all there to actually help you. The universe wants to help you overcome it, and whilst you feel like you might be spinning plates in the air with that, take that time out and know, yes, I can do this, I'm balanced. And it's connecting with that other card I put with it is the wholeness. So we have that beautiful energy of remaining whole, remaining balanced with that, and that's an Aquarius energy too. funnily enough, with the Mercury and the energy of Aquarius with the beautiful mulberries. And if you're feeling fragmented with the Mercury in Aquarius, use the angel of time, of temperance, which she was known of a long time ago, and find that sense of wholeness for yourself by having meditation and taking time out and reflecting. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. Your energy is very important to me, and I hope you get some interesting updates and channeling some interesting information for yourself. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.